All right, what's going on, cultivators? It's Steven here, dropping in there with the artist before they make it big. Telling everybody about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Mel from Shame on Me. I'm the singer and bass player, upright bass player. We are from Houston, Texas. That's my band. We do rockabilly style, spooky doo-wop, rock and roll. I do a lot of stuff.
No worries. All right. So, if anything, let me ask you, what got Mel started? What was your birth of an artist?
I would say probably constant music envelopment. Like it was just in our everyday life. My dad had a big collection. My mom had a really good sound system in her car. So she had like a zillion tapes, and we would drive back and forth to Louisiana on the weekends. And that's what we would do, listening to like Aretha Franklin and Otis Redding and the Allman Brothers and whatever it was that she wanted to turn us on to for 6 hours. For 6 hours. Yeah, but it wasn't so bad. She'd give us turns every now and then. We got to like turn her on to like Cypress Hill when we were kids and stuff.
I like
Fun.
that.
But yeah, a lot of music just naturally came to us in our family.
I like that. That's awesome. So let me ask you, what are some essential values and ethics that you live by as an artist?
Don't listen to anybody else. I trained myself to just go with whatever I feel. As an artist, I try not to compromise myself too much. I have respect for people's opinions and values and whatnot, but I hope they do the same for me. A lot of my subject matter can be seen either way. So just being true to myself and trying to constantly improve. Those are my things.
I like that. I like that. So you consider yourself more of a creator then instead of just an artist, though?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Creator and artist are almost the same.
In a sense.
In a way.
Like, the way I view being a creator opposed to being an artist creates like valuable things, whereas a creator just like creates at the highest quality of everything there is to be made.
You're still doing art.
Yeah.
Everything you're doing is an art. Business is an art. If you look at it correctly, if you look at it the way, like lay it out, like what do they call it, like the Iron Man, you know, like if you lay it out, it's all an art. True. You know, you have to learn what you're good at, what you're not good at, so you can get people to help you with what you're not good at. You know, knowing your own strengths and values, your strengths and your weaknesses, you know, makes a big difference. And just being honest with yourself. You know, if something doesn't work, don't be afraid to either drop it or, you know, try harder, you know, or try harder. Like if you really, really want it, try harder, you know, don't stop practicing.
True. So then, okay, how do you separate yourself in the world of artistry and music and just everything there is to be like an artist?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I don't feel like it's really a gimmick, you know, like I feel like I'm pretty much the same person, except for when I'm singing and I'm on stage. That's a whole other, that's Mimi. That's the girl you don't want to get in her way during sound check and stuff like that. But, you know, I mean, I guess that's the only difference is like I'm more serious when it comes to my music. Like I don't let anybody mess with it, you know, like I like it the way this is going, or if somebody in my band likes something in particular, I want to make sure that's accented, you know. But there's not really much difference between Mimi on stage and Mel outside, except for maybe a head wrap or two, you know. The costume change is a little bit different, but I mean, I'm pretty much like this all the time.
So then, are you the one that created the band?
Me and my husband created the band in 2018. He's the snazzy guitarist with the cool hair and all the girls following him around. That's my husband. He plays.
He's off limits.
Yeah, well, not exactly, but just depends who's asking.
About fun to ask.
Right. And just message me. No. Yeah, me and him started writing music in 2018, and that story right there. See, I didn't know my husband could play guitar the way he does now. We almost got into like enough of a fight that night to just like say, this is gonna be it. If we don't play music, then I'm gonna go find 5 other guys who were ready to go hit the road. And he was like, bling, 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 what do you want to play? And then we wrote Baby Daddy. We wrote like 4 songs that night. And then the next day we were like sitting there just playing all the chords, writing everything down, making up lyrics. And by the end of 2018, we had like 13 songs, and we were already recording. And by December, I think it was December. Yeah.
You were pretty much album ready then at that point, huh?
Well, I had been doing it for a while. We had a big pause because we decided to start a family in the middle of all this. So we had 2 little ones at the time. So I was in a band before this called 13 Black Coffins. It was a punk band, psychobilly band. And we took a break after both of the kids. We took a little hiatus, and it just never came back around to it. So I was ready to do something, or I was going to go a little crazy, because music is definitely my outlet, my therapy. So I have to get it out or it stays in here.
Has there been any instances where like an audience member has expressed that same feeling to you, or like,
you know what?
For their reasons?
Yes, and it was very recently when we released the video from CCN. I've had a lot of response because people have heard it, but they haven't seen. We've never done a video before, so them seeing us in the video kind of like inspired them. Like, man, y'all are really. I remember when you were playing here, doing this, and none of this was happening. So. There was our friend Bruna. It was her birthday when we did the release. So she made this long post about how she was giving us her birthday wish for us to blow up so we could go touring and all this stuff. And I thought that was really sweet. But I do get a lot of messages and a lot of like talk in the crowds. Like people come up and ask me about a song, or Hey Girl, really. There's another song we have that's called Hey Girl, and that one I wrote for my sister, and all the girls are like, oh my God, that song just really keeps me going. So I like that, because that's how I wanted it to be for my sister, so now I have a whole bunch of sisters that are feeling, the same way, and they're like, "Oh, we have a song now."
That's your impact right there. That's
yeah.
More how you like to lead the world.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I love that. So then, how does your band vibe with like the local scene of Houston?
Oh well, they're integrated into it. Especially, we got Pat on drums, and he's like in Mr. First Class. He's playing in the Sound of Music, man. We're so excited for him. He's in a few bands. He's got a lot of professional gigs when it comes to like orchestra and band and things like that. He plays Jones Hall a lot. And he was in this Cowboy Bob was the name of it. It was a really, really good show that they did at Jones Hall. Man, he's amazing. We got Jules. Jules is singing all over the place now, and she's amazing. Rogelio, he's always DJing. He's an artist as well. So we kind of stay active in the arts community, the people that we know. Somebody's always doing an art show or always doing, an event or a concert or something like that. So we've been around for a while, and we know a few people, so we're always busy almost every weekend.
That's good.
Yeah.
Keep a booked schedule. You don't have time to mess up or do something that
That's true. That's true. That means I always got to be on.
Exactly. So then, has there been any challenges that you've faced that you've really been able to turn around into a win for you in the band?
Challenges. I mean, considering that I've only been playing bass for 5 years and that we've only been a band for 5 years, that was my challenge. I couldn't really find somebody to do what I wanted to do. So I had to figure out how to play bass on my own. And lo and behold, my husband brings me this big old upright bass for my birthday, and that's what we're doing now.
And that's like they say, how does it go? If someone else can't do it, do it yourself.
Yeah,
like yeah,
for real. The clank, it went from clank, clank, clank to boom, boom, boom. You know, like, and it takes a while to learn to hear things. So it was a challenge for me because I'm honestly not that music theory inclined or anything like that. I leave that up to my experts in my band, you know. What note am I playing? But
it's just a passion for the song.
yeah, it really is. Like I learned to play a lot by ear, but I didn't really have any like mentors that knew how to play music in my family. We had a little keyboard, you know, those little, you remember those organs, those brown organs that you plug in? You'd plug it into the wall and it go, yeah. That's what I used to play and annoy my family with, trying to play Madonna songs on it. But yeah, just learning music and keeping myself motivated to keep getting better. That's really the challenges I guess that we faced. Line up, you know, keeping people interested and, you know, knowing when you know, the music, everybody has to have the same feel, you know. If you don't dig the music, you're not going to want to play it, you know. Like somebody was saying about one of our songs, you know, hearing it all day over and over again can drive you crazy. But if you love it, you want to hear it all the damn time, you know? So
that's like your significant other's voice. It's like, oh, I love you so much. I just want to keep
hearing
you talk. Unless you piss me off. Then
right? Then you can
hit the door.
Kick rocks.
But so then can you tell me a story about how like something that you guys did as a band seriously changed like the game for everyone? Like how have you kind of set that trend?
I really think the video that we did here at CCN is, you know, finalizing and you know, just going for it and making the move, because we were going to wait. We were going to wait and try to do all the new music so we could have like everything fresh and new. And they were like, no, let's do it now. And I was like, you know, jumping and saying, okay, let's do it, and getting it together as quickly as we did, like the idea and everybody coming together and making something happen with that. That was really phenomenal. That was a game changer for us. So many things have happened since that video has come out because we maniacally planned, you know, the things that we wanted to be seen and the song that we chose and things like that. So I think that really helped us. Helped us probably the most right now. I mean, we've never played the Heights Theater, and they called us almost right after that. And we're doing 2 shows with Big Bad Voodoo Daddy now. So one here in Heights Theater, and then they're taking us to Dallas with them too. So we're going to Dallas now too.
That's awesome. Now y'all really hitting the road.
Now we're gonna hit the road, that's what we needed, though. You know, that it really is the game changer when you're sitting still in your local scene. Nobody else gets to see you or talk about you or do you. But when you have a video,
you gotta venture out.
You can throw that out to this person and that person, and they can see what to expect. So
was that like y'all's most popular song at the time, or how did that work? How did y'all pick that song specifically?
Just because it has all the elements that I love the most. The guitar riff, the ding ding ding, you know, all the little guitar riffs, the harmonies, the vocals, everything in there in that song really kicks when we do it on stage. And it's changed quite a bit from the recording. When we play it live, it sounds way better now because we recorded that when we first started. All that music was when we first started. Those were those early recordings. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I can't wait for the new stuff to come out. That's really the challenge, you know, the thing that I'm hoping we get to finish this year so we could start getting all the new videos and new music out, and it's just exciting. I just want everything to go well, and I'm just glad it's going well right now.
I like that. That's really true. So then, what future plans got you buzzing about, you know, what could really shake things up? Is it these new releases or
the travel? Because, you know, you to be I guess to be seen as a professional band, you have to travel, you have to tour, you have to have some names on some venues on your resume, not just all Texas, Houston, or whatever. You know,
If you want to really get out,
you have to have some variety. If you go to a grocery store and they just have cereal,
I'm like, hey man, y'all gotta step it up. I need some fruit.
Can I get some milk?
Yeah.
Some fruit?
Got
some
milk?
something? Yeah, you gotta constantly have stuff out. And we have enough music like on the stove and in the pantry ready to go that we just have to get it to focus and get it out there. You know, there's our set is like 3 hours long if we put all of our music together. So, and we only have one album release right now. So we're trying to build and build and build. And the only way we can do that is to get, you know, fan participation, you know, people active on their Spotifys and iTunes and going to YouTube and maniacally pressing buttons, subscribing everywhere. You know, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for tiny little obsessive maniacs that just can't get enough of shame on me so that we can go wherever they want us to go.
I like that. So then what's the culture with Shame on Me? Like, how did you guys like get it to really fuel your music and like appeal to an audience, I guess you could say?
I guess I just I write my music from experiences, and a lot of my experiences are a lot of other people's experiences. So when they hear Baby Daddy or they hear Lucky or any of the songs that we got out, they're like, yeah, I've done that before, or I've been in that situation. Maybe they didn't do what I did, but but they know what it's like to be in that situation. So the familiarity and being able to kind of switch places with somebody, like I'm up here and I'm looking down at you and I got all this crazy eyes and thumping them, you know, my bass and stuff, and you're like, yeah, I can hear that. I could listen to that a few more times, you know, and I like that. I like when people like, what do you call it? Repeat my words back to me. Yeah. That's always really cool. Somebody goes, I love that line. I'm like, oh my God.
You're like, they're listening.
I know, somebody's finally listening to me.
So is that like your yes, we did it moment is when someone kind of repeats it back? Or?
Very much. Very much. Or like when sometimes we'll go out like to concerts and stuff and we'll see people wearing our Shame on Me shirts or things like that, you know.
That's a big compliment.
It really is, because they'll be like, hey, because I'm always in the head wrap, so they recognize the head wrap. Hey, I know you guys. We were at a show at 713 Theater, and they recognized me and Ro, and they were like, look, and they were showing us the shirts and stuff. It's really cool. It's really fun. The love we get, I'm just like head over heels for every single one of them. Everybody who's purchased something or like just come to a show or just shown some kind of support. I love it. I eat that up. That's my Wheaties.
So then how do you keep up with what's fresh? Like, how do you stay on top of the game?
I don't.
Really?
I don't keep up with anything.
What?
I mean, I'm not, see, because that's where comparison comes in. And I'm not about comparison at all. Yeah, if anything, I'm collaborating. I'm collaborating with people and things and trends and stuff. Like, I'll see something that people are doing and I'll be, that's cool. I kind of do that here. So let's just instead of me doing something new, let's just show you what we're already doing that's like that. We have something like that. Here it is. You know, like I don't really keep up, you know, I just keep going.
Yeah.
I just keep going because there's no way to keep up with today's world.
What's your way of staying disciplined to keep up then? How do you keep going?
How do I keep going? I have a lot of good people around me. And if that wasn't happening, we would not be talking right now. So I have every admiration for these two ladies right here and everybody that I'm talking, like down to babysitters, people who feed us, people who've like given us rides. We've had all sorts of crazy stuff happen, you know, like cars breaking down and just it's been an adventure. And if we didn't have the people we have with us, we wouldn't have made it through any of that.
I like that. I really do. So then I've got to ask, what about if there's anybody out there that's watching at home, like, and they want to get started, what's your advice to them? How can they get to where you guys are?
Baby steps. Figure out the first thing that you can do right now and just start doing it. Don't wait. If you got a bass and you want to learn how to play bass, pick up the bass and just play one string. You could play one string and hit one fret, and you can write a whole song. Anybody can try to accomplish their goals by making the effort to go back to it. Just keep doing it every day.
I like that. So then, do you have any big dreams in the future coming up?
Just the touring dream right now. We really want to get on the road and make that happen. So everybody say a big wish, a big manifestation for us to make it to where we could get on the road and go see everybody. We want to meet other bands that sound like us, and see what they're doing and who's listening to them, and we can do that here, but only to so much, and I want to come back and play like something insane, like a huge festival or a big show at Toyota Center or something like that. That's like the goal at the end, is to do something big. And that, I just want everybody to hear it. I just want everybody to hear us, to either love us or hate us, whatever they do, talk about us.
So to be able to hear you, where can they hear you? I tell everyone, where can they find you?
You can hear us on our website. You could hear us on Spotify, on all streaming channels, iTunes, YouTube, Amazon Music, probably Pandora. I haven't listened to Pandora in a really long time, but you could probably get on there. Yeah, but it's everywhere.
Okay, cool. Well, Cultivators, it's been great cutting up with you. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.